Alex, the next question, which is one that I hate. So I'm going to let you answer this one first. What is the best and or easiest niche for beginners to get started in and make money?
You think I like this question any more than you do?
I know for a fact that you don't.
Yeah. Okay. I asked this question when I started. Okay. So don't feel like you're stupid for asking this question. Don't think that our reaction to this is like, oh, why are you asking this? I asked it when I got started. Probably basically everyone asks it when they get started. The truth is, and this took me a good couple years to realize after I had been doing copywriting for a while, there is no best or easiest niche. There isn't one. People who try and sell you that, people who say like niching down is the key, or go to financial, or do this like, niche business. This is the only thing to do. Don't listen to them. They're all full of S word. I got you now. Don't listen to people who are trying to sell you on a course which tells you how to like make it as a health copywriter or a relationships copywriter or whatever. Here's, I would say, the copywriting method for niching down, which is don't. My philosophy for niching down is, unless you have a genuine reason to niche down outside of I want to make money, then don't do it. What is a genuine reason for niching down? If you have been an electrician for 3 years, say, and you know a lot about how electricians work and the kinds of things that you have to deal with clients day to day and stuff like that, then you may decide, I might niche down into the world of like services and repair and electricians and see if I can pitch those kinds of people, because you have a load of knowledge on that already. And that's going to give you a natural advantage when you're pitching clients saying, hey, I'm a copywriter, I want to make you more money, and I was an electrician for 3 years, so I understand exactly what you're going through. Yeah, that may be a reason to niche down. If we want to take it more traditional, similarly, if you've been interested in finance since you were 10 years old, and now you're 20 and you think copywriting might be quite cool, then yeah, maybe financial copywriting, maybe something to consider as a niche. Those are genuine reasons. Another genuine reason is you just love something so much. If you really love something and you have a genuine passion for it, go for it. If you really want to do it, let's say you're really passionate about dogs, for example, right? Like there's no reason you can't just pitch dog brands. If you're really passionate about health or like joint pain or something like that, then sure, like go to town on those kinds of things if you want to. The point I'm trying to get to is there is no right or wrong niche. The only time that you're wrong when you pick a niche is if you have no real reason for choosing it. Because two things are going to happen if you do that. One, you're going to completely hamstring yourself because you're not going to get the breadth of experience that comes with being open to other projects Sean, I know, has a slightly different experience with being in-house, but I know that certainly myself, Rod, Luke, we've done many different things and many different products. So that's the first thing that's going to happen, is you're just going to hamstring yourself and not get the experience needed, not make the connections outside of those niches that could get you better jobs. And two, like the other thing that's going to happen is if you're not that interested in it, you're just picking it because you've heard it's the best way to get money, you're going to burn out with it. You're going to be not that interested in it anymore. You're going to realize that, oh, it takes hard work to make it. Maybe there's a better niche. And that will be the cycle you go through for months on end. Someone will say to you, hey, financial copywriting, you can make, $100,000 a year and only work 4 hours a day. So you go, oh, financial, I'm going to commit myself to that. I'm going to commit myself to that. Yeah. After 3 months, you haven't made any money, haven't got a client, all your pitches are being ignored, and you feel like you're not really understanding it any better than you did. So you go, oh, well, there must be another thing. Then you see another Facebook ad that says, hey, this method for getting clients is insane. And it's all about focusing on this specific niche. Like you need to niche down. You move to that. Oh, awesome. I'll try really hard for 2 months. It's a lot harder than I thought. Nothing's happened. Maybe there's another one. That cycle will continue and continue and continue. So our advice at Copy That is don't niche down to begin with. Be open. You can pick something to practice with, first of all. Again, on the copythatshow.com/how to start copywriting, we have a guide on how you can select spec pieces. We'll come on to what spec pieces are in a bit, but how to start practicing copy and what niches to practice in that way. But when it actually comes to getting clients, be open to things. Don't limit yourself. And the best piece of advice I could give, and I'll wrap up my spiel on this now. The best piece of advice I can give is when you're pitching to someone or when you're working on a project, that's when you niche down into it. Only when you've got a project or when you're pitching for a company, that's when you can niche down and be like, right, I'm going to be super focused on this thing while I'm trying to get this job, because the people want to know that you've put effort into researching it. Awesome. Before that, don't worry about it. Be open. Have a look. Opportunities will come up. There will be jobs on Upwork. There will be networking opportunities. Just say yes to things at an early stage. Don't worry about picking the perfect thing, because it doesn't exist.
You know, I joke about this on stream fairly often, but I know that CopyThat is never going to be a very big business because we don't give people those easy answers. Makes me a little sad, actually. Like,
Maybe
I
we
mean,
should start.
maybe we should start. Like, here, I'm going to lie to you right now. Health. Health is the easiest niche to get into, and specifically health email copywriting. Yeah. You are going to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort, and you are just going to slide right into that niche. You're going to have no competition whatsoever. Health email copywriting. Get on it.
Yeah. You want to know something as well, and this, here you go. Here's statistics for you of, I would say, 15 to maybe even 30 people I know through the Copywriting Collective who are now full-time copywriters. I can only think of one of them who has made it while I've known them, who actually niched down and was like, I'm just doing this. And that was Cody.
Yeah. No,
our very good friend Cody.
Cody is, and Benjamin too.
Oh yeah, there we go. So two.
It's two people. I mean, and of course, like we say, oh yeah, two people did this, and everybody listening now is going to be like, so you're saying there's a chance?
Oh god, I haven't learned my lesson. Yeah.
But yeah, like that's a big thing too. Somebody in the chat just said, that's exactly what I said in the Discord server. Health, health, health. I'm big brain. The difference between what I just said about health is that I was lying, and you shouldn't treat that as the best niche. And so, yeah, my whole opinion about niches, Alex, you and I have talked about this many, many times, but it's basically the same. Like, and also, here's a story and here's a fact. Here's the story. I was speaking again to a really big ad guy, actually the guy who's the creative director for like the Old Spice commercials, the really funny, weird ones, like, I'm the man your man could smell like. The guy in charge of those. He got his start writing direct response copy for an oscilloscope maker. He didn't want to do that. He got any job he could out of college, out of portfolio school, and he continued working on where he wanted to go. And he went from oscilloscopes to working under the guy who invented the catchphrase, just do it for Nike. So like, again, like niching did not help him at all. Like it didn't matter for him. And if anything, avoiding niching down and like hyper focusing on niching benefited him because he had a stable job that allowed him to like focus on getting the next job that he actually did want. Now, here's the other fact. As you get started, you're not going to be able to be very picky about the kinds of jobs that you get. You're going to be working on PPC for a candle maker. You're going to be doing emails for a health company. You are going to be doing sales pages for, I don't know, a dildo shop. Like, you're going to have all these different jobs. And guess what? Once you do a job, that goes into your portfolio. And it becomes a proof point that you're capable of doing something. And in all likelihood, that proof point, say the candle maker example, not the dildo one, like, that is going to be persuasive for other candle makers. And they're going to hire you. And then before you know it, you've had 5 jobs writing for a candle maker, and now all of a sudden you are the go-to candle maker guy. You might have gotten into this being like, oh yeah, I can't wait to write fitness copy, and now all of a sudden you're writing sales pages for candle makers every single day of your life, but you're getting paid for it very well. That's typically how niching works for most freelancers and for most newbies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's this notebook here. I don't know, I'm probably gonna be able to find the exact page, but this was, so I dated this. This was 2018. But basically, like, in here is just my notes about like niching down and what I was looking for. And I remember thinking that I was gonna I have SEO written down because I remember that was the time when I was just starting to learn everything. And somewhere in here, maybe I'll try and find it, maybe take a photo of it. But like somewhere in here, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do stuff for coaches, because I remember at the time I've been doing some content writing projects. And I heard people saying about niching down, and someone was like, oh, writing for coaches, and like, there's a new digital information revolution, so you can write for like coaches and make loads of money. So I was like, oh, maybe I should consider that. I didn't love it at all. In fact, I really don't like what writing for coaches personally. But I was like, oh, well, someone's saying I should make money off it, maybe I should do it. And after that, I ended up writing for a water filtration company, a luxury hot tub brand, dog business products, SaaSes, marketing agencies themselves. Like, I wrote for loads of different stuff. I wrote for a couple of coaches as well. And I didn't niche though. Like, I didn't niche because I realized like, oh, actually it's kind of difficult. And everyone, guess what? The Facebook ad that you have just seen that's telling you to niche down into this thing, 10,000 people have also seen it, right? Like, it's not just you. So everyone's having this idea, which is why there is no right or wrong.
Yeah, that's why I'm so glad that, like, for the patreon.com/thecopy that show, that, we just released the book about my experience with Lindsey, how we started up a bunch of like small copywriting and marketing businesses for like niche and out of the way like stores and salespeople and like entrepreneurs. Because like, if you're trying to get clients in the seawall repair industry, you're not going to have any copywriters or marketers who are competing with you, which means you get to collect all of the money, not just some of it. And so, like, I don't know. Niching bothers me, and I suppose that's why we spent so much time talking about it.
Well, I think we've conclusively got across our opinion, which is basically, again, TLDR, don't niche unless you have a genuine reason to. That isn't, parentheses, that isn't, I want to make the most money the easiest way possible.